Arise, O giants of Tesco, your knowledge found springs forth. Our minds and hands we will engage to design and to create. Tesco, our alma mater, your light still shines so bright. We'll make our country greater with mentor Emmanuel. Arise, O giants of Tesco, the western hill stands tall. We'll strive for new horizons, the Atlantic and beyond.
So, like I earlier mentioned, whilst we're on our way coming here, today we have in person one of the, I would say, he's a planter of giants. That's how I would tell you. He planted giants because they were the people that taught giants in those years, 1968 to 73. And he has a wealth of experience, a wealth of history. He saw great transitions of GSTS, and he is in the person of Mr. Francis Nunoo. So, Daddy, Grandpa, I'm also here with my able brothers. Who say we are giants, but you are the planter of giants. So, he will introduce himself.
Yes.
And we have
Nice meeting you.
nice one, and me, your own son. We have been on the run with your grandson for a long time. Yeah, I'm Giant. I'm a Kuji Eugene Government. Yes, so we're excited to be with you. In fact, today our expectations are like this. I have the roof. We are here for you, and we are at your service.
Yes, sir.
God bless you.
I hope we have a good interaction.
Sure. And God bless you for accepting our offer.
Welcome to another episode of Reflections of Giants. This is a series by the GSTS Alumni Association that delves into the legacy and history of our school and also of the people who have passed through it, looking at the impact they made in the school and in the country at large. Today, we are excited to be interviewing someone who was in the school from the year 1968 up until 1973. Yes, that was a long time ago. But Mr. Francis Nunoo was a teacher in the school, and so basically he made giants. I'm excited to be sitting with him today to discuss and delve into things that were GSTS, from those days. I am Samuel Swansea Bafo. Join us in this conversation. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Before we talk about GSTS and everything that comes in there, can you please tell us a bit about yourself, where you started from, and up until maybe when you entered GSTS?
It all started in 1968, just before the convocation at Cape Coast University.
Okay.
Then one or two of the past students of GSTS invited me to the headmaster, Mr. D.V. Oridu.
Okay.
And he also invited me if I could come and teach at GSTS at the beginning of the academic year in September.
Okay.
So I said yes. I was very anxious to join in the staff at GSTS.
Okay. The convocation you talk about, which convocation was that? How did these students get to know you, that you were a teacher and all of that?
That's a good question. You know, at the end of June exams, I think July, middle of July, then we were to collect our certificates. So a lot of visitors had come onto the campus, and the invitation by the students or the past student came to me to meet the headmaster, Mr. Oriedu. So I obliged and moved to Mr. Oriedu, who asked if I could come to teach at GSTS, and I agreed. But the interesting story is that Mr. Oriedu did very well. You see, when he was with the past students who knew him very well, he called one boy aside and then told him the story that he wanted a biological science teacher to start a biological science department at GSTS. So he further asked if he could suggest a good person who could master that assignment. And that person mentioned my name.
Oh.
He went on and asked another boy on the same issue, and he mentioned the same name. So I was asked to see him, and that was when the whole ball game started.
Is that to say you had graduated?
Yes.
You had freshly graduated, and some of these students were your colleagues.
Yeah, my mates.
Okay, in
were
UCC.
Science graduates.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice.
Graduate teachers.
Okay, and they recommended you
Exactly.
for the job, and you took it up.
Exactly.
Why did you take it up? What made you anxious to want to go to GSTS, like you mentioned?
Well, I had once been to GSTS when I was a student at Fijai,
Oh, okay.
where I did my A-levels in science. But Fijai didn't have an approval for the laboratory to be used as an examination center.
Okay.
So we had to be moved to GSTS chemistry department, where we had our science practical examination.
Wow. So that was how you encountered GSTS.
That the first time of entering GSTS.
So at this time, what was your impressions of GSTS? What had you heard? Did it meet up to what you went to see in GSTS?
Oh, I'm very impressed because I didn't know GSTS past students were so progressive. In fact, I underestimated their action and their ability, and then their interest. So now I have a high opinion about the past students and their activities.
So at the time when you went to GSTS from Fijai, when you were a student, to do the practicals there, was that the first time you went to GSTS?
Yes.
And how was it for you when you entered there?
That
was a long. Which year was that? Which year was that?
That was 1963.
63.
1963.
Wow. So when you entered GSTS, how was it like for you?
Oh, in fact, because of the tension.
Okay, tension.
Tension of entering into an examination.
Okay.
Yes, I couldn't actually pick a lot of things. I saw GSTS in a very mild way.
Okay. At the time, did you ever think you would come back to the school as a teacher?
Not at all. Not at all. No.
What would you say made your friends who were from GSTS recommend you to Mr. Oriedu?
In fact, I'm sure because of my keen interest in hockey as a game. And GSTS was one of the schools that participated in hockey activities. So, and at the university, I was secretary to the hockey club.
Wow.
And I played actively at number 3.
Okay.
Right, left fullback.
And so it wasn't because of the sciences necessarily that they recommended you to Mr. Oriedu to come and teach?
Mr. Oriedu wanted a good person who could match up the challenge of starting biological science at all at the school.
Okay.
Because before then, biological science was never taught.
So that is to say, you were virtually the person who started that department in GSTS.
Exactly.
How was it like taking it from ground up?
Oh, it was very challenging, but I think I matched up to the expectation because fresh from the college, you see, you are charged. So you have the ability and the potential and the interest to start off the whole biological science department. And I didn't know that I was to start a biological science department till I got to the school.
Okay.
Yes.
Did that come as a surprise?
A big surprise.
Okay. So initially you thought you were just going to teach biological science.
Exactly.
Then you get there, you are actually supposed to start.
Exactly.
Who were your first set of students?
My first set of students were in Form 3 and Form 2.
Okay.
Form 3, yes, and then Form 3 ABC, then Form 2 ABC. But because of I had to start Form 3 students actually learned the biological science as prescribed by the West Africa Examination Council.
Okay.
But the Form 2, they handled general science.
Okay.
And there too, there was a challenge. They were using a textbook entitled or labeled General Science 1.
Okay.
I picked a copy, read through, and there were a whole lot of scientific anomalies. So it was my first assignment to update, the whole book with the class. Wow. And it became a great exercise.
No wonder your friends recommended you. It means you
Oh,
were
you see?
what we call a shark.
Thank you very much.
Oh, that's
Thank you.
interesting.
Thank
That's
you.
interesting. So, who are some of the students you taught in these classes that you still remember or recall?
Yes, I recall one Annan,
Okay.
and then Kakrebesi,
Okay.
and oh God, in fact, it's difficult.
Yeah, I think a lot of us are familiar with Kakrebesi.
Yes.
How was he as a student in your class?
Oh, Kakrebesi was extra quiet,
Wow.
and he moved as an absolute gentleman.
Okay.
So when I heard he was in the army, I was a bit surprised. Especially, I didn't put him in that category that he could match up at the
Military.
army, at the military.
Yeah.
And of course, he joined the Air Force.
Okay.
I think I once met him at the Air Force station with one of my mates who became a captain of the Ghana Airways.
Okay.
And he was called Captain Hansen Addy.
Okay.
He invited me to the Air Force mess.
Okay, mess.
And there were other 2 or 3 past GSTS students. Well, they invited me that I should come later on without the captain.
Oh, okay.
Because of his peps. He had 4 peps.
Yes. They were junior.
They were junior boys. So so I agreed with them, but I never attended because one of them warned that when you come, we shall bury you in beer.
Oh, okay. So you ran away from that.
So I ran away from that ordeal.
But tell us about teaching, some more about teaching, starting biological sciences in the school. How did the students receive it? Was this something, because you mentioned you started Form 2s and Form 3s.
Yes.
How did they accept it? Was it totally new to them?
Form 2, we were handling general science.
Okay.
At Form 3, we started the real biological science
Okay.
according to the WIC syllabus.
Okay.
Now, at that time, there were benches of, I always refer to as monsters of benches
Okay.
at the laboratory and nothing else. So, when even I needed a test tube, I had to write to either the chemistry lab or the physics lab. Well, that became my source of supplies, so far as apparatus was concerned. Anyway, we went on like that, but it didn't take long. Cape Coast University advertised that they had a lot of equipment that could be used at the secondary schools with science. And luckily for me, the laboratory technicians at Cape Coast University, science faculty, the science faculty knew me very, very well. In fact, I was very sociable and then active in almost all the sports.
Wow.
All, and I mean all the sports, minus athletics. So when I picked the school bus, went to Cape Coast University, I met them, and they took me to where they had their apparatus.
The apparatus, yeah.
And they were bringing apparatus from here and there and there. But they gave me a lot.
Wow.
They gave me a lot, including one. Now, this apparatus will actually exclude any toxic effect to the apparatus, so you can pack them in. It was a round,
so like
long
a container.
thing. Container. You can pack them in and then switch it on. It
it's
sterilizes.
Sterilizes.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, this is also a sterilizer. And I got it.
Wow.
In fact, the apparatus I had were so many that when the bill came, the headmaster got annoyed with me.
Why? This was Mr. Oredu?
No. Already had gone.
Okay.
And about 2 or 3 other headmasters had gone.
Okay.
It was DeGraff Johnson.
DeGraff Johnson, okay.
He was annoyed with me that I got so much apparatus from Cape Coast University. Now they are giving us a very big bill. He never mentioned the bill.
Okay.
But I assured him that, Mr. Headmaster, nobody will take you to court for your school owing the university. So let us appeal to the Ministry of Education, and I think they will assist us to pay off for the apparatus.
So at the time, was it only GSTS that now had the biological sciences lab, or other schools had it?
Oh, other schools had. Fijai had.
Okay.
Coincidentally, I have been a pioneer in throughout my life. I was amongst the first A-level students at Fijai.
Okay.
After that, then I became a first, or amongst the large group of students, of science students at Cape Coast University.
Okay.
Now from there, I had to come and do the pioneering work again at GSTS as a biological science teacher.
So it says to say you are a man of many firsts.
Exactly.
That's nice. Just to get a little about, teaching at the time.
That's right.
How was it in front of a classroom? How many people were in a typical classroom?
33.
33. And how was the demeanor of these boys and their readiness to even learn and their appreciation of the academic work?
They were very, very anxious. They were very anxious because the biological science posed a new area that had never been handled at the school before. So it was exciting. The response was very, very good.
Wow.
And at the end of it all, the reflection would prove it.
Wow, that's true. And is there any particular group that you would single out amongst all the students you interacted with that you could say they were very good?
Well, my background training was say that, and as a fresh young teacher, I had to do a graphic analysis of even the classwork, and I did that statistically, and I got a positive skew. So I was evaluating myself and the students at the same time.
Okay. And you saw it was really
Yeah,
good.
I saw that it was good. They were responding very nicely.
Okay. Now, beyond the classroom, like you mentioned earlier, you used to play hockey and other things, but beyond the classroom, did you play any additional administrative role, maybe or something?
Yes, eventually I became an entertainer. I was the entertainment master.
Okay.
Then I was put in charge of history, history
Society.
society.
Okay.
Then those who traveled outside the school, excursions.
Okay.
So I was a very good player.
But interesting, you didn't do anything around sports?
No, not with the students.
Okay.
I played outside.
Oh, okay.
And once it will interest you to note that once I had to join the Navy hockey team.
Okay.
As against the Air Force team.
Wow. How did it go?
Well, fine. Well, again, I was labeled. I had a resemblance of a particular naval officer. So I played it on the cover, well, without any malice.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And I was the match winner.
Wow.
We scored Air Force just one goal.
Wow.
And that one goal was scored by me.
That would have been a tough match.
I am a backkeeper.
Okay.
But they put me in front. They didn't know I was a very dangerous guy.
But, so this match you're talking about happened in Takoradi?
In Takoradi.
Where in Takoradi?
There was a very nice hockey pitch on your way to Harbour View.
Okay.
It was on the right, where SNAIT offices had been put up. So it's a very big mansion.
Wow.
Yes.
That's nice.
I used to.
So now let's go to the extracurricular parts. As entertainment master, how was and I'm sure entertainment was held in the assembly hall.
Yes, exactly.
How was the typical entertainment night? Like, how was it handling the students?
Oh, it was interesting because the students had to just entertain themselves. And I'll give you a particular example. I sat in as the chair for Hat Night.
Hat Night.
Hat Night. HAT.
What was that? How was that like?
Hat Night. It's just not hat.
Okay.
Now they put a hat there. Now put a lot of activities.
Okay.
For students to be called. If you pick one, then they read the activity that you have to perform.
Okay.
And you perform it. Well, there was a very a very rascally boy called Techi. Techi. He smuggled in a paper. I saw it, but with my students, I couldn't complain.
Okay.
And another boy read the action. And the action is what I'm going to tell you. He said, act like or as a biology teacher. Techi went just behind the screen and he got a red tire out. It was a popular dressing of mine.
Oh, okay.
I used to put on red tire.
Interesting.
And then started imitating my way of teaching. And the students enjoyed it.
I'm sure at the time they'll be cheering your name, seeing that it was
exactly.
Well, did they have any nickname for you?
Yes.
What was it?
They called me Spyro.
Spyro. How did that come about?
Exactly. I was teaching them a plant, a lower plant called Spirogyra.
Okay, Spirogyra.
Now, on that particular day, I took a glass, ordinary plain glass, that looked very a long one,
Okay.
and then rounded uniformly. Then after the initial drawing, I told them we were going to look at the Sparajara from one end like this. Now, they were so enthused. They were very interested in that attitude because I gave the impression that it was a very vital topic or a very vital issue because the understanding of the structure would lead us to a better understanding with the functions or the physiology or the activities of the various parts. So I was so keen, very interested. So at the end of it all, I won that name, Spyro.
So you basically got the name because of the attention you paid to that particular subject.
It's true.
Pyro.
Yes, Pyro.
I'm sure students from that era would
They will.
will recall. But what was, and as you've mentioned, you delved in a number of extracurricular activities on campus. How was extracurricular activities on campus at the time like, and what was the level of student participation?
Oh, you see, the school was very fluent. So any activity that was embarked by the students were thoroughly executed.
Wow.
And I was very happy with them. They scored many marks on extracurricular activities.
It was a score area for them.
No.
Okay.
Just a social.
Okay. But then they participated actively. Were there competitions with other schools?
Yes. There was a debate.
Okay.
Between GSTS and Secondary College.
Okay.
So I had to accompany the group.
The debate competition, was it held at Secondary College?
It was held at Secondary College.
Okay.
So I took my team to Secondary College. I mean, how can a science teacher be a head of a debating society?
Yes.
No.
What got you there in the first place? What got you to become the patron or the of the
Yes. I mean, you will be sitting down and the assistant headmaster will come. Frank, you've got to we want to give you an assignment. And that is it.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
The assistant headmasters were very active.
I'm sure they tapped into your energy.
Exactly.
Yeah. But do you remember your debaters for that circle?
No.
Okay.
I can't remember anything about the debate
debaters
as such.
Oh, okay.
But my boys did very well.
Did they come out tops?
Well, the debate was debatable. So it was balanced.
Okay.
You see, the other side, Secondary College, had two white teachers, Americans, American Peace Corps teachers. And they also offered a very big challenge. But in my estimation, GSTS did better.
I understand it because I was also in the debater society.
Oh, I see.
Every competition you go is debatable. The position is debate. We can debate our way out of it.
Exactly.
So it was a nice experience.
I like it.
How about the history society as well?
In fact, I didn't do much with the historical society.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't do much with the historical society because there were other arts teachers who could have done it better than myself.
Oh, okay. Now, in those days, as a teacher in GSTS, how was it any different from being a teacher in other schools?
Yes. You see, I've said yes 3 times. You see, GSTS was an outstanding school. Very outstanding. They led in sports. They had very good laboratories. The students were very active. They had the student cadet. And somewhere later on, the military cadets recruited by Birmingham were brought in there with about 5 or 6 military teachers.
Okay. Teachers.
And Colonel Bewa was the leader. and they came with other teachers. So it was even attractive, because you go to Form 1 and you see a military man in naval uniform teaching Form 1.
Okay.
So as the military teachers, they were spread evenly across the classes. So the science, for instance, they were all arts students. Only one, Atta. Atta was a naval officer.
Okay.
Yeah, Atta I knew at Cape Coast University.
Oh, okay. So let me get this correct. Did they come as the military people? Did they come as teachers and students, or they were just students?
No, they were just students, but they came with the teachers who were not ascribed to them only.
Okay.
In fact, the military cadets put on the school uniform.
Oh, okay. Okay. How was that particular integration? Because that was also part of the things we want to delve into today. How was that integration like? Because it looks like it was really unique. How did it start and all of that?
Yeah, they had a training officer, Kujo.
Okay.
Yeah, who always who got them out of bed at 4:30 for a road walk.
Okay.
So they will come, they will do some parade drills before they go back to their houses to shower and to dress up for school.
Yeah, so these military people who came into the school, so does it mean that they were on a different schedule as compared to the normal students?
They mixed up.
Okay.
They mixed up. That's why I said, you go to, say, lower form and you see a military man teaching.
Okay.
You go to the upper forms and you see a civilian teacher teaching the
Military
class. But then, you see, they were so mixed up that the military cadets from Burma camp put on the school uniform for school. So you could not easily differentiate.
I'm really wondering how that would be, because
it worked very nicely.
Wow.
Yes, it worked.
Wow.
Now, this worked because the teachers, the military teachers, were very experienced teachers, trained by the Ghana Army.
Okay.
So they fitted in very. In fact, I didn't have any cause to complain. They fitted in to the system very nicely and smoothly, and it worked very well.
Perchance, do you know why the military delved into a program like this?
It was an experimental program.
Okay.
It was an experimental program because they never followed up. Just one batch out.
Yes.
And the idea, I didn't like the idea because it's a bit delicate.
Okay.
Grooming students of A level, at various stages together. So it becomes a clique.
Okay.
It's a cyclic group within the army.
Okay.
So I was very happy they stopped that. If you want to be a soldier, you go to military academy and you become a soldier. But at a school where you mix up with other non-military students, it's a bit delicate.
And how was the staff culture like when you were a teacher?
In fact, I always congratulate the staff because they had very cordial relations. And we had the staff, we had coffee club, tea club, volley club, lawn tennis club, all the, and when there's a break, we gathered at the staff room to take tea from our own contributions.
Wow.
So you can imagine that the staff were very, very cordial. Yes, to each other.
Just before we continue, were you, as a teacher, were you staying on campus?
Yes.
Or you were off campus?
I was staying at campus.
On campus.
The 6th block of flats just behind the assembly hall
Yes.
at that time.
Oh, okay.
I was in the top left,
Top left.
flat number 4.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Wow. Wow. When it comes to, so you mentioned earlier that for the biological sciences side, you had to, when you went initially, there was nothing in the laboratory till later someone came. But aside that, apart from that side, on the general scale, when it comes to resources and some of these things that's then needed for practical learning, were they in place and were they well provided for?
It depends upon the teacher.
Okay.
You see, my basic training was such that we trained with the sciences. You train the students with specimens.
Okay.
So we have to provide the specimens. Now, I'll tell you something else. I bought myself a small Honda bike.
Okay.
So I could get up at 4:30, ride to Aguna Junction. There was a stream around there, and the vegetation too was very good. Pluck some items here and there, including aquatic materials, including Spirogera.
Spyro.
Yes. So I came back to the laboratory, set up the laboratory for the students. Now I made available 1 foot by 1 foot Wawa boards for all the students in my class. So at the end of it, at the practical lessons, I wanted everybody to have his own board with the labels A, B, C, with the specimens. Then I wrote the directions, how to approach the practical work on the board. Now that was done before 7 o'clock.
Wow.
Yes. So I had to rush to the house, have my bath, take a tea, and then join them at the assembly hall.
Wow.
So from the assembly hall, we all walked straight to the classroom. When they opened the class, the room was set up already.
Wow.
They were marveled. Tell us how was it possible? But they were very happy and excited. And we went on with that assurance.
But by the way, were they doing prep at the time?
Yes, in the evenings.
In the evenings. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. So
they were.
After prep, then you come early in the morning. That was very beautiful. You mentioned having to go to the assembly hall for assembly.
Yes.
How was a typical assembly day like?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. At least every day we had another teacher to give a small sermon and sing a hymn.
Okay.
And then we dispersed to our classrooms.
Yeah. Were they doing nickname calls like Spyro and Tess and everybody is Spyro and all of those things? Did you have those experiences?
In fact, the day time was very, very educational. They were very serious students. Now, this brings me to another story. Once we had interco on the school park.
Yeah.
And although I was not an official, I was so excited. I put on a white top, a t-shirt, a white trousers, a white shoes, and I was walking from the administration block, which was very near the entrance.
Okay.
Now, GSTS boys had a cheering squad with drums and whatnot.
Did they have a name?
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't even know if they had.
Okay.
So when I reached House 3,
Western House.
Western House, House 3. What about House 4? What's the name of House 4?
It was Robinson and then became Upon House.
Okay. House 4 became my house eventually.
Oh, okay.
So when I was walking down there to the to my house, then they changed their music to Spyro. They were so, the way when they saw me in that white, so I became confused.
Okay.
I dipped my hand into my pocket. Luckily, I had a white handkerchief, and GSTS was doing very, very well. So I raised it up and then flashed it up. So hey, the students followed me. They finished they forgot what they were doing. They went back to their music, and I passed off.
You must have been a teacher of the boys, like the
yes,
that kind of teacher the boys really like to come to. And
but you see, I didn't mix freely with the boys. The academics was my center of attention, and so the students, I can fairly say, they had, because they saw I was a very devoted teacher, so they had a lot of respect for me. So they took my word very, very seriously. I was not joking with them.
Did they have, when you started the laboratory,
yes,
did they have this, we have the senior chemistry lab and then the junior chemistry lab. Did you do that with the biology too, with the maybe seniors and juniors?
The biology, I think they sacrificed one laboratory for the biological science.
Oh, okay.
And I liked it very much, yes. It suited the circumstance.
Okay. Now let's talk about the students and then the teachers. Normally, students fear to go to the staff common room because it's a heavy place. The teachers are there. Was that how it was during your time?
Yes, it was.
Students fear to go there.
Oh, definitely it was, because you go and meet your teacher. Students give much respect and fear to their teachers rather than their own parents. Even right now, yes, it's happening.
Was it the staff common room? Was it at just by the field, close to the gates, that building that was there?
Yes, that building.
Okay, up there.
It was a long 3-room with our shelves, our pigeonholes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Earlier, when we were having some conversation, you were talking about the fact that you, as a teacher, did not like the idea of caning. Can you tell us about why is it that you didn't? And was it okay? How was even punishment those times? How, if a student is going to be punished?
Just weeding.
Weeding, okay.
Because we had a lot to weed.
There was a lot to weed. Which areas were there? Which areas had all the weeds?
The park.
The park. Okay.
The park especially.
How were they weeding?
Oh, using cutlass.
The park.
Yes.
How long did that take?
No, for punishment.
Okay.
We had laborers who mowed the center.
Okay.
But the sides.
Okay.
Maybe it was reserved for punishment.
Okay.
But generally, it was, you kneel for 10-15 minutes and then you get away.
Did you have a lot of students you could say were stubborn at the time?
No. It was, GSTS is a very serious school. And gratifying to note, because I was told that there was an inter-house competition. Those boys who didn't want to learn were heavily attacked by their senior boys.
I see.
So that if you are in a class or in a house and you don't learn, they will force you to learn. Yes. I like that spirit very much.
Wow.
Yes. Wow. And it was done competitively amongst the houses.
But why is that you did not like the idea of caning?
Well, it's from my home. My father never caned us. But when you commit something, when you commit some mistake, the way he would look at you, if he caned you, it would have been better.
Think of your whole life.
So,
yes, and you were telling us an interesting story about how there was a time, say some students had done something and you were supposed to go and cane them and all of that. Can you recount that?
Yes, there were a whole number of students, 40.
Okay.
And they think they were late at some event. And my brother was amongst them.
Oh, okay.
I went to the park. I went to the staff room. I saw the sports master, and old teacher. He was highly interested. He wanted the cane. But I was very adamant. I was very adamant. I think it got to a point I just left the place. I didn't like it. I didn't want it.
So they actually ended up killing us?
No, they aborted the whole thing.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Headmaster did very well.
Then that must have been a good one for you.
Exactly.
As a teacher in your staff common room, and do you recall? I know you've talked about some of the times when you do tea together and all of that. But what are some of the interesting conversations you used to have together with your colleague teachers?
Well, we discussed the students a lot,
Okay.
especially those who were doing very, very well, and took decisions on how to bring up the lazy ones, not knowing the same thing was going on at their houses.
Okay.
And it helped us a lot. In fact, the standard of passing and with distinction was very high at GSTS amongst all the schools in the Western region.
Wow.
So we, the teachers, had other appointments because I taught at Workers' College. I had to teach at secondary college part-time. Yes, I had to do part-time at secondary college.
Whilst you were in GSTS.
So whilst at GSTS.
Wow.
I also traveled later on to Axim to teach A-level biology and even O-level biology.
And in all this period, you were still at GSTS?
I was still teaching at GSTS. Now, what happened was that on Fridays, I had only the first 2 periods.
Okay.
So just after the first 2 periods,
then you go to the other.
I took off to Axim.
Okay.
And I took the A-levels, especially.
In Axim, which school was that?
In Science Secondary, yes.
Secondary. Okay. Wow.
I had a problem there.
What problem was that?
The first visit, Mr. Youngson was the headmaster. The headmaster told me that the students, upper six, they had problem with their teacher, whom I knew. And so I should pick them up for examinations. It was 6 months to examination.
Which examination?
E-level.
E-level.
E-level biology.
Their final exams.
Their final exams. E-level. So I started with them. That weekend. The following week, as soon as I arrived, they said the headmaster wanted to see me. Mr. Youngson again. And he asked me to add the lower 6 students to the upper 6. After all, they were doing the same syllabus. Fine. So I added the 2. Then we went on. The 3rd week, I went. Then Mr. Youngson called me again. Said there's more trouble than we could anticipate. The whole of Form 5 biology students said it's you who should teach them.
Wow.
So, and I took them. I forgot. Not the Saturday evening.
Okay.
7 o'clock.
Okay.
The class was big or huge. 73 students.
Wow.
So I warned them at the first lesson that nobody should ask any question. If you had any question, just write it at the end of the class.
Okay.
Then I will invite you to read out your question.
Did it come with something as a teacher from GSTS and going there? Did that that name precede you just because you were coming from GSTS?
Yes, but they were marveled because I was such a tiny teacher. So they were rumoring to the other students who were not my students that a certain small boy has come from GSTS. and he was doing very,
I see.
very well.
I see.
And that got to the headmaster. So he asked me to take the Form 5 students as well.
Wow.
And I think they did well. I remember I met one, I've forgotten the name, at in training at Tema Naval Base.
Okay.
He was a good footballer.
Wow.
So I asked him, my friend, what grade did you make at O-level biology? He said 6. I couldn't believe it.
I see.
What? Oh, come. I've forgotten the name, no problem.
Okay. Earlier you mentioned, okay, first of all, who were some of your colleague teachers there, if you recall names?
Yeah, Mr. Abraham Kumsen.
Okay, Abraham Kumsen.
Abraham Kumsen, French.
Okay.
Mr. Harry Kumsen, who was teaching maths in the junior classes.
Okay.
Mr. Essel, he's passed on.
Okay.
Mr. I've forgotten his name. And then Mrs. Eskin.
Mrs. Eskin, okay.
There's another lady. And oh God. Oh, I've missed most of them.
Yes. And then you also mentioned some of the things you talked about then was especially the students who were very brilliant and stood out. Yes. Who were some of these students that you, in your period of study, some of the students that really stood out academically?
Yes. As I was saying, after every examination, I made statistic of the whole result.
Yeah.
And if I had the positive skill, that was okay. And many of them did very, very, very well. I remember one particular boy, Ojiri.
Ojiri. Okay.
Ojiri had one year, in a year, he had 60. The end of term result in biology, he had 60%. The following term, he had 60 again. So he was annoyed with me that he put all his energy in biology and yet he had 60. But you see, I was pleased with his results because I don't mark with names. I had my own marking scheme.
Oh, okay.
So for having a consistent figure assured me that that was his level.
Okay.
Yeah, Ojiri.
Oh,
okay. He was very peeved.
But were there any others that you'd also single out? Any other students?
Yeah, there was one boy, Aforo.
Aforo.
Aforo. Okay. A-F-O-R-O.
Aforo. Okay.
Aforo. He was a grown-up.
Okay.
Aforo, well, in the class was very, very quiet. And I think he was a very good artist.
Wow.
But I taught them how to draw scientifically. So, one particular incident, they were to draw the tomato. The tomato that Aforo had on his drawing paper was much better than the tomato itself.
Wow.
And his handwriting, as if it was typewritten.
Wow.
But he doesn't do well at exams.
Oh.
He doesn't do well at exams. I was so disappointed.
Like you mentioned earlier, the 1960s, especially 1969, like you mentioned, is one of the eras that was noted to be very good, like one of the best eras for GSTS in terms of academic performance.
Yes.
Especially for GCE, the pass rates were very, very, very high.
Yes.
How would you say you as teachers contributed to that?
Yes, I'm very proud of this question. And you see, and as at now, I still think we had a good selection of science teachers at that time. And I still remember their names.
Who are they?
Mr. One was a Nigerian.
Okay.
I've forgotten his name. Then Mr. Tuo, who eventually became a headmaster.
Okay.
And Mr. Tuo was in the physics department.
Okay.
Now, the Nigerian was in the chemistry department.
Okay.
But later on, one Jessina Hoyle. I've forgotten the husband's name. The husband was a naval naval officer, full lieutenant, Tojabo.
Okay.
Yeah, his wife was Jessina, was also in the chemistry department. Now, before then we had this. I can see their faces, but I can't remember their names.
Yeah.
So the maths department was also very strong.
Solid, yeah.
See, and that attracted a lot of other schools.
Okay.
And that is how I had so much to do with other schools. The secondary college, then Axim in science. So I also became an external examiner in A-level practicals for St. John's. St. John's School. And the Fijai, my old school headmaster, who eventually became a headmaster at GSTS, Mr. Kujo, also invited me to Fijai to supervise their additional general science paper. And I can assure you, if I had not gone, it could have been a disaster. Yes.
So we're talking about the teachers, and you mentioned that we had a good core of teachers who were teaching.
Exactly.
Was it by some special selection to the school, or it was by some dedication or intentionality that's brought us?
I wouldn't know, but the culture of the school and the students' responses and their expectation, together with the leadership, that propelled the teachers to do their best.
So now tell us about what you say is the step-by-step process you went through setting up this biological department.
Exactly. Now, the first year, I mentioned the review of General Science 1. Good. With Form 2. At Form 3, I took the West Africa Examination Council syllabus. And then rearranged the whole thing in the order of how I was going to teach. Selecting one for Form 3, another one for Form 4, another one for Form 5, and then later on, lower 6 and upper 6. Good. That set the stage. And then with Form 3, I divided the syllabus into 3. First term, second term, and then third term. Form 4, the same. But Form 5, first term, and then second term. The last term was for revision and series of examinations. No. The same thing for lower 6 and upper 6. Lower 6, the first class or the first lesson, I handed over 56 essay topics, together with copies of the syllabuses that they were going to follow. Term 1, Term 2, Term 3, and upper 6, Term 1, Term 2. Third term, we should have finished with the syllabus. So my co-teacher was even charging me. He was my mate at the university. Also answered. He's passed anyway. But no, Frankie, you are too fast. You are too fast. No. But you see, the A level, if you don't take care, from lower 6, they will just be loafing about. So when you give them assignments, now those assignments, you have to pick one essay topic and present it. You pick any one, every 2 weeks you hand over one. In that area, I was very uncompromised. I wasn't compromised with anything. your essay topic, your results. So they made a lot of research. Now, the A levels was a bit different because new syllabuses came in and they didn't have textbooks. So you, the teacher, you have to do all the work for them. And it worked, yes, because of their responses. Then for the O levels, you just have to pass through our hands based on the WIC syllabus that we had prepared. If you go through it, there's no excuse for anybody to fail in the first place. And there is all the support for you to pass and pass very, very well. So they were doing very, very, very well.
That was a very good teacher-student dedication.
You see, I had a problem in equipping the laboratory for both O levels and then A levels. So to start with, after going through the syllabuses, I had to decide how many students were you going to handle. Now, how many apparatus shall we need for the next 10 years? That's why I took so many materials from the Cape Coast University.
Projected a 10-year period.
Yes.
Wow.
See, so because if you are going to teach, say, 12 students, and you will never know how many students will be brought in. In fact, my first A-level students, they were only 3. Okay. They used the old syllabus, and they had come from other schools. Okay. So I didn't know their standard. At the end of the examination, only one passed. Tieku, I remember.
Tieku.
Tieku was the one who passed.
Who were the others?
The 2 others quizzed, and then the 3rd one, I've forgotten his name. The 2 others failed. Now, at the staff meeting, the headmaster came out. Well, Mr. Nunoo, your department didn't do well with the A levels. Only one student passed. You know, I think that was a very bad omission. So I stepped in. I was very radical anyway. In as much as I was active, I was very radical. So I told him, Mr. Headmaster, the result of the A-level biological science overall for Ghana, the percentage passing was 30%. I read the report. So if GSTS had achieved 33.3, I think it's a good result. He didn't. Okay. Again. Yeah. Now let me talk something about discipline.
Yeah.
In fact, the boys were good. They all comported themselves well. Also, of course, you get bad nuts. One particular boy was mentioned by the headmaster at the staff meeting that his conduct, the end of Form 5 conduct of certificate, he should be given unsatisfactory. It touched my heart, and I raised my hand. So, Mr. Headmaster, see, if we give this boy an unsatisfactory certificate, that reflects on all of us, we teachers here, that we have not done our work well, and we produced a student with unsatisfactory conduct. He could have been sacked, or he should have been sacked. So I suggested that you can just give him just satisfactory, but unsatisfactory, we are giving a conduct of all the teachers here. We have not done our work well. The headmaster kept quiet. and closed the file. He didn't mention it again.
Wow.
So I was more or less by the side of the students, but I never showed it. Yes, I protected the students. I never showed it.
But why do you think that was necessary? Not showing it.
No, it was dangerous. The students would take advantage of you. And even in the classroom, there's a second behind the science laboratories. There were some classrooms there. Yeah, I took my class, one of my classes there, and in the course of the lesson, they started shivering, and all of a sudden, pandemonium broke loose.
Okay.
So I shouted at them, "Come on, sit down!" Everybody sat down. It had happened to me at the secondary school before, and one of the students broke the wrist. So they didn't know the cause, and I didn't see the cause. So when I shouted, "Sit down," everybody sat down. And I think they forgot what was happening.
So now let's talk about the block you spoke about. The block right behind the laboratory.
That's right.
There's a ground floor first, second.
Yes.
Where was your class?
The first floor.
First floor.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Was that the junior class or the senior class?
It was a junior class.
It was a junior class.
Yes,
Okay.
it was a junior class. As for the assistants, they did all their class work and then practicals at the laboratory. That's something.
Oh, okay. So they did not go to the classroom?
No.
Oh, wow.
At the laboratory.
Wow.
There was something else. The headmaster at the time, asked that for the A levels, you can do separate practicals on the plain sheets, and then the ordinary their notes are the way, because at the advanced level there's always an external examiner who would look at the practical work, whether it had been marked.
Okay.
And it was very interesting. The headmaster saw that, and he thought I should be doing that with the O levels. Now, incidentally, that headmaster was a biologist from Legon.
Oh, okay.
And unfortunately for him, he didn't do any methodology in teaching. Solomon, yes. So he called my attention that why don't you separate the theory from the practicals? I told him, Mr. Headmaster, see, my teaching method would not permit me to do that.
Okay.
I was very radical. My teaching method would not permit me to do that. And I gave him the reason.
Yeah.
Because they are at a junior level and you have to apply pragmatism.
Okay.
You have to be very pragmatic with them.
The reality of the course.
So if I gave him an example that if we are treating the flower, we bring the flower to the classroom, we draw the external, we dissect the flower, we draw the parts, and then try to reason out the functions of those parts. So you can't do this with their notes and then transfer it to their practical notebooks. So everything is done with their notes.
Okay. Now let's that same classroom block area. I'm asking this question because you are a biologist and might help us have a good appreciation. Was there the big tree, that classroom block area, the big tree that we call Mother Tesco?
Mother Tesco?
Yes.
No, this is the first time of hearing the name.
Oh, okay, because you see where the block you are talking about?
Yes.
Just by the tree was
very big. I think there was a big tree there.
There was a big tree. Okay. Did they have any name like I mentioned?
No, I didn't know.
There was nothing special about it.
I didn't know. Okay. Why I remember is that we made a school biological garden. there.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you another story.
Tell us about it.
You see, we were doing for the A levels.
Yeah.
Of course, I was one of them. We were doing the A levels, and
Akosa was one of your A-level students?
yes.
Okay.
Of course, I was part of even this experiment.
Oh, okay.
We were to do competition, competition amongst plants,
Okay.
and we chose seeds of groundnuts. We counted 10. Maize, of cowpea, beans, and of about 4 or 5. And then we mixed. We made what you call it, transect, like this, like the size of the tile.
Okay, that's good.
And we serviced it, and then mixed all the seeds and then planted it.
Okay.
So we were using germination. Good. So it happened, and I made a big table at the laboratory. Do not rub. And we had I had 12 students, so 3 to each group. So there were 4 groups. We made a table. First day, second day, third day, whatever is happening, you have to record.
Wow.
Now I started recording with them. After the third day, I just kept quiet, and they didn't follow it up. And I was telling them, follow it up, follow it up. Well, some of them followed up. At the last minute, after the 9th day, they told me that birds have picked up some of the seedlings.
Yeah.
So the experiment had failed.
Oh.
Then I asked them, he said, some of the seedlings were picked up, leaving others. Did you count the number of seedlings and the stages of their development? I said, no. Okay. Now, don't you realize that picking of the seeds formed part of the experiment?
Yeah.
Then they straight up. So yeah, that is why we have seeds, that when you sow, it comes up without the seeds remain in the soil.
Okay.
Others, the seeds come up out of the soil. So we call hypogeal and epigeal.
Okay.
So in life, in nature, plants compete with the facilities or with the provision of natural forces. It's not that they although it's competition, not that they struggle against each other. Now, then we entered into natural selection, competition, survival of the fittest, struggle for existence, survival of the fittest. That is natural selection. So with the competition, this is what happens. The ones which remained will sprout out. The seeds came out, they will be picked up by the birds. So that is the result of natural, that's the essence of natural selection.
Earlier, when you were mentioning some of the students who did the experiments you talked about, you mentioned Bedu Akosa.
Yes.
Bedu Akosa.
Yeah.
You know, he has become, maybe some of us now call him the good old prof.
Yes, professor.
How was he as a student?
Oh, he was very good. He was very good. Now, but he had competition.
Okay.
In the A-level class, and it was good for him and for the class.
Yeah. By the way, this is different from the A-level 3 students you mentioned earlier. This was a
they
different
passed off on the old syllabus.
Okay.
But Akosa's group started with the A-level new syllabus, which was mainly ecological. Okay. I had a problem with the inspectorate when they came to inspect our work for the recognition of the laboratory as an examination center.
What happened?
Now, a Canadian with a master's degree came to my class. In fact, he was assigned to the biological science department. He attended my class. I was teaching Akosa's group.
Okay. The inspector came to your class.
Yeah, the inspector.
Yes, came to your
Yes,
class.
attended
Your class.
to my class,
Okay.
right from the beginning to the end.
Okay.
Now, at that time, I was teaching soil science, and he had a master's in agricultural science.
Okay.
I didn't know. So at the end of the class, he called my attention to very interesting situation. He said, as a Canadian, he was a black Canadian, but appreciably white.
Okay.
Say, Mr. No, I'm sorry, you made a factual mistake.
Okay.
In your teaching. You see, in demineralization means decomposition. Okay. Decomposition of, say, a leaf. What happens when a leaf falls? The rain, the sun, the attack by fungus and whatnot will definitely reduce the plant leaf to shreds or to minerals. And he was saying that demineralization will end up with the elements: oxygen, hydrogen, carbon, iodine, that magnesium, phosphorus. Then I was a bit alarmed. Okay. So I said, yes, it's very true. But you see, what you are saying, I told him, not you, that this can only happen. The demineralization to the minerals, to the element level, can only happen on laboratory or at laboratory conditions. Okay. When you subject the plant, you dry it.
Yeah. Then, controlled environment.
Exactly. Then you carry out that analysis. I've forgotten the name. Okay. The analysis for the various elements. Okay. Then he also got alarmed. He said, "Yes. So you are correct. You can do that. But you see, this syllabus is ecological in orientation. So we are not permitted to come that level. See, at a point, demineralization reaches the compounds of these same elements naturally. And oxygen will always combine with hydrogen to give us water. Yeah. That's why he stopped me.
Okay.
Then he started writing his notes to my hearing, and he was talking out. The teachers know their subject very well.
That's good. Earlier, you also gave us a cue that you later you later went to House 4, Robinson.
Yes, Robinson.
So you became a house master.
Yes.
Tell us about how the house was when you took over.
Yes, the house was good. The tradition and the culture of the students, both in their houses and in the classroom, were very, very good. They were very, very good. I remember one day I sneaked into their laboratory. I slept on one bed. So when you come in, you think I was one of the students. And most of them didn't see me. Okay. One or two. So I stopped them that they shouldn't move. And I was listening to the interaction between the students. I enjoy them.
What were they talking about?
I can't remember, but it was not something nasty. Okay. It was very interesting. Okay. You see, and then as a housemaster, the senior housemaster had housemaster's meeting and directed us that light off should be controlled by housemasters. Okay. So when there's time for light off, you just have to switch off the light from your end, because the school was structured in that way. The distribution of the electricals.
Okay. You had the main sources in
your house. From the house master's residence.
Oh, wow.
So It went on for 3 days. Then my prefect and then 2 other seniors came to me that they had a problem. But I dispensed of them. Said, look, let's wait. During the house meeting, then we can discuss it. So they brought it out that the juniors had a problem because when we switch off the light from the housemaster's place, they cannot successfully enter the bathhouse, the bathrooms. So they
was it behind the house?
Exactly.
The one behind house 3.
House 3. House 4.
So they were finding it hard passing through that side.
Exactly. So they had to maybe urinate on the stairways and whatnot.
Ooh.
So I had to solve that problem instantly. Said, okay, then we here. At the time of light off, we don't have a senior, we don't have a junior. We don't have a house captain, and we don't have anybody. All of us here are responsible to the lights in the with the house. So as soon as the light the bell goes on, everybody is responsible to putting off the lights. Now that will enable us to leave the lights in the bathrooms. Then our problem will be solved.
Because if it's straight from your end, everything goes off.
Exactly. So it was the responsibility of everybody. So I asked them, so if one boy goes back to put on the light, what do we do to him? And they unanimously said we should sack him
from the house.
From the house.
To where?
Where?
Did anybody get into that?
We should sack him from the house. Now at the house masters meeting, one Mr. Essel, he's passed anyway. He was an Ahmadiyyan. Mr. Essel complained that though we have been given orders to put off the lights,
some people are not good.
Mr. Nunoo alone is not putting on the light. It's not putting off the light. So the senior housemaster, Ayemi, he asked me, but why? Then I gave him my story that I had a meeting with my boys because they complained that the younger ones were urinating on the stairways and whatnot. So we all agreed, and as I told you, and he didn't give any comment.
By the way, which house was Mr. Essel the housemaster for?
He says, and Tay, they were, at the end of the house down, at the end. Mr. Tay was down and Mr. Essel was up.
Which house?
I can't remember. You see, from house 4, you go house 5 and house 6. Yeah, house 5 and house 6.
So Mr. Essel was housemaster for which house?
Pardon?
Mr. Essel.
Yes. He was house 5.
And then house 6 was Tay.
House 6 was Tay.
And then how about house 1 and house 2?
House 1 at the time it was Amma. Amma was Amma became an MP for Elembele.
Wow.
He's an Anzama boy.
Wow.
House 2, and then there was Baine at house 4. But originally I was the housemaster for house 8.
House 8.
House 8, and then before I transferred to
house 4.
House 4. Then Mr. Abraham Kumson was there for house 7.
Kennedy.
The Frenchman. So I'm now remembering some of their names.
Okay, that's interesting. Did you do roll call?
No. No.
But then your residence was right behind the house. Right?
Yes.
Right behind the house.
Yes. What happened was that see, we didn't have much problem because of the size of the school. 550 as compared to 1,005 and then 2,000 and whatnot. Yes. But we relied very much on the on the gatekeepers,
Okay.
but they were also very liberal. If you ask
I guess
Akosa,
the security men.
what,
The security at the gate.
the security at the gate,
Okay.
they were very, very liberal.
Mm.
I don't know the conditions on the way they allowed the students to go.
Yes, you mentioned Akosa. I recall he told a story once of how
Exactly.
when he came to jail. He was surprised. He was like, people can just go out
They
and come
can't
in.
go and find out.
Okay.
Exactly.
But did you by that did you have because of that did you have any issues with the security for that or was a normal thing?
The security was under the administration, so
Okay.
I didn't venture there. But
Okay.
something happened.
Mhm.
3 students who were my friends,
Mhm.
they were all sacked at a point, not together, but at
different points within the same period.
one point at a time.
So you were telling us about these 3 students friends of yours who
Yes.
were suspended at some point in time.
They were sacked.
Sacked.
They were sacked completely. You see, I was then attending a course on the new syllabus. They picked 12 teachers, 12 A-level teachers across Ghana to study and recommend practical activities for A-level students. And I happened to be one of them. Meanwhile, most of the teachers who started the A-levels didn't really understand the new A-level syllabus.
Okay.
But I was lucky because of my association with that group. I was exposed to the suggested practical activities.
Okay.
Now, at the end of it all, we printed the practical schedule and distributed it amongst
That's good.
all the schools that were running A-level biology.
Okay.
But because I took part in and I was instrumental
Yeah.
to the accomplishment of these practical activities, I had an upper hand, more or less, and I used it profitably.
Yeah. Yes. So how did your friends get sacked?
Yes, they were very stubborn. They were very stubborn. One particular one, I remember his name, Atta Bandele.
Atabandeli.
Atta Bandele.
Okay.
Atta Bandele, I met in town. Atta, where is your exit? So come, get on my bike. So I picked him from
Your
town.
Honda bike.
My Honda bike.
Uh-huh.
I picked him from town, and we went straight to my house. Atta, come with me, Bandele. Now sit down. I didn't ask him any question. I just picked a novel and gave him. Atta, sit down here and read. And I went inside my room. I came back within 5-10 minutes and he was fast asleep, snoring. And I had a big pity for him. So you see, you went to town without an exit. You were tired. So when you come back, you cannot even learn. Why that? He slept for a long time before I woke him up. Go to the house and don't go to town without an exit again. So yes, sir. So he went to, that was his punishment. Now, this same Atabandele later on came to the school when he had been sacked and wanted to join his class for an excursion in Takrady. An excursion. They used to travel to industrial areas.
Yes.
Now, Atabandele was cracking jokes with them, you know. He was a very happy-go-lucky chap. And Atabandele was just hanging around. When after the students had come and the driver had started the car, as the driver was moving, then he jumped on the stage. That was motorway.
Okay.
I don't think the motorway is still there.
The bus.
The bus.
I think that's what we call bone shaker.
No.
Oh,
The
okay.
bone shaker was the wooden one.
Wooden one. Okay. Motorway.
Motorway. It was a Bedford.
Bedford. Okay.
So Atabandele jumped on the step. Then all the students started shouting, "Driver, stop, 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 stop!" So the driver stopped. Atabandele, get down. Atabandele, get down. You have been sacked. So Atabandele got down and the bus took off. News had it that Atabandele cried very bitterly. Cried very bitterly and went back to his house. And I heard the story. I was very sorry for him. Thank you.
Thank you for that story. But after school, did you ever hear from Atabandele?
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
up to now.
Okay. Now let's talk. Let's still talk about the 1969. GSTS became a government-assisted school.
That's
I don't know if
right.
you were privy to that. How did that change? How did that have a certain effect? Did it change things for teachers and students on campus?
I would say not at all. Because we were not even informed formally that the administration of or the supervisory administrators had changed hands. But you see, traditions die hard, and culture is something that is always maintained. So there wasn't much difference.
Okay. But what did it mean for the school to become?
You see,
government?
the school was under the Ministry of Education directly.
Okay.
So when they joined the public, it went into the Ghana Education Service.
Oh.
That was the only difference.
Okay. And do we have? Okay, I think it was done in addition to the Ghana Secondary School in Tamale and then also
that's
Key
right.
Training College.
Exactly.
Okay, so they just intentionally moved all these schools into
to the
government
GS
services.
rather than the Ministry of Education.
But like I said, things didn't really change.
You
that
see,
much.
so these we had two groups of teachers. Those under the Ministry of Education, and then those on the freelance.
Okay.
I, for instance, the headmaster wanted to put me on the Ministry of Education as an education officer.
Okay.
But I rejected it.
Oh, okay.
I didn't like Marcelo.
So you were a recognized teacher.
Yes.
But you are not in the Ministry of Education system.
As an education officer.
Oh, okay.
There were two categories.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Yeah, so you mentioned there's some headmasters you've already mentioned that you work with. But this is what you're going to do. So I'll mention the headmasters that came to the school from 68 to about 73. And then if you could help us recall how it was like working with these head teachers. And so the first person is Robert Winston Asiedu.
Robert. Yeah, he became the headmaster for Achimota.
Oh, okay.
Rob, you call him Rob.
Rob, okay.
Rob was a nice gentleman. He didn't talk much. He was an English teacher.
Okay.
And he was good at English. His language was very good. We admired him for that.
Okay. And would you say his leadership style, how did his leadership style affect the school's culture?
There wasn't, you see, he had been with the old regime. So there was no change. There wasn't, no, there was no change.
The next person is S.T. Lomote.
Lomote.
Yes.
Yeah, Lomote was the biologist from Tamale.
Okay.
Who came in he was my senior. He was my senior.
In UCC?
But not at school.
Okay. As in
He's my
profession.
senior in life.
Okay.
He finished Legon.
Okay.
He went to Legon. But he didn't do education.
Okay.
So I had an advantage over him. So when I told him that my teaching method.
Oh, he was the one you talked about earlier.
Lomote.
Yes.
Yeah, Solomon Lomote.
Yeah. Yes, Solomon.
He was a very cool gentleman. Yes.
Okay.
Very
Okay.
cool.
Then the next
An education officer.
Yes.
That's why he could be transferred.
Okay, so it means that if you were in the other system, you can be transferred to other parts.
Other class,
But
yes.
yours wouldn't be like
No.
that. Okay, so you were fully immersed in the teaching. Okay. The next person is B.W. de Graaf Johnson.
He was my big problem.
Ooh, hi.
He was a big problem.
Hi.
You know, at a point in time, there was a scholarship from the Ministry of Education for us to be for the biological science teachers, especially A-level teachers, to an interview at the inspectorate division.
Okay.
At the inspectorate division. Now, Tigran Johnson nominated my next in command, called Owusu Ansa.
Okay.
He was also very good. And then my name is N, and his is O.
Okay.
So at the college, we were mates, and we were always bite together.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So I had a very cordial relationship with him. So the headmaster nominated
Him.
Owusu Ansa to go. So the assistant headmaster, Boatin, but no, it wasn't Boatin. I've forgotten the name. He comes from, it's an Nzema area.
Okay.
He called me, Frank, do you have any problem with the headmaster? So I just couldn't think of any problem. Then he told me in confidence that the headmaster has, despite Owusu Ansa to Accra, to the inspectorate division for
the
an
training.
interview for a scholarship to Canada to do a master's in agric science.
Okay.
So I advise you to see the regional education officer for a note to attend that interview.
Interview.
So quickly I jumped onto my bike and straight to secondary Ministry of Education. Honda.
Ah.
And I gave my story to the man. That although I'm the head of the department, Tigran Johnson
Bypassed you.
didn't tell me at all that he asked my assistant to go. So the assistant headmaster informed me and asked me to see him, so that at least I should also attend the interview. Good. I went there and he sympathized with me and gave me a note for the interview. Yes, the following day. But Owusu Ansa didn't tell me.
He also didn't.
He did that. But I was forced in the circumstance to take his class. And his class, the upper six, was involved the military cadets mainly.
Okay.
They outnumbered the normal school students.
Yeah.
So I took them and they were very happy with me. Good. So the following day, I went to Accra. I attended the interview. We waited for the results, and I was the third on the list. Can you believe? I was written to by the Ministry of Education to get prepared, to get myself to prepare for a trip to Canada for a master's degree in agric science. Then another letter came that there was a short list and my name was taken off. I don't want to go further. But it really affected me because I told all my friends that you see now, it was a great shock. Yeah, and very demoralizing. For all what I had been doing.
Meanwhile, did Owusu Ansa go?
No.
He also didn't.
He wasn't even selected.
The last one is A.R. Kujo.
Mr. Kujo was a teacher. He's a physicist at Fijai.
Okay.
When I was a student.
Okay. And then he came later on to be the head teacher.
I didn't know Mr. Kujo was coming to GSTS. I would have stayed.
Oh, okay. Okay, so he came at the time you were leaving.
I was leaving.
By the way, what made you leave?
The same story.
Oh.
So I got peeved. In fact, I was so hurt, demoralized that I couldn't have. So if I had had any school, I would have transferred.
Okay.
But that was the time the Fishing Corporation officers course came for naval training.
So they joined them.
So I joined them.
Okay.
And there I became the senior number.
Well,
and it was
which was good compensation for whatever had happened.
Though I had a bad deal but I didn't mind. I didn't mind because of the situation. It hurt me so badly that I didn't want to. But later on, the headmaster, D.B. Oriedu, became the Director General of Education.
Okay.
I understand he came to Tema 3 times in search of me.
Oh.
What was wrong? He got me on the 3rd count. He drove me straight. He was driving himself straight to the Ministry of Education, not knowing Reverend Osai, who was heading PSEC, was waiting. As soon as we went there, oh, Simon, sit down. This is Reverend Osai of PSEC. We want to have a chat with you. So we had a very good chat. And then he promised the Reverend Minister, who was the head master, said he wants to know. In fact, Obiedu assured him that he has somebody who is very good and that he was going to recall him from the Fishing Corporation for him.
So I mean, they wanted him to go to PSEC?
Yes.
Okay.
You know, the headmaster, the Reverend Osai, had a problem in getting a committed A-level biological science teacher.
Okay.
So when he approached the Director General, he said, so don't worry, I'll get somebody who has done this work before.
Oh, okay.
And gratifying to say that my results were never equaled. Akosa and his mates, some of them got A. I got C.
When you were a student?
When I was a student.
But I thought others would get A.
So A.
That's a maker of giants.
And they got A and B and C. Nobody got
A D.
D. And Akosa may remember this one, but I never followed up because of my frustration. It was later on it was mentioned to me.
Okay.
So I always go around with the shoulders high on anything GSTS.
So it means if not for this situation, you could have stayed longer at
Yes, I could have stayed longer.
Okay. And because of the path you were on, you wouldn't have had any issue of being transferred to somewhere else and all of that.
No.
So the next one, we're going to talk about students. I mean, generally your students. For all the students you taught, you've mentioned someone like Akosa, who in later years has done a lot of things to serve the country and all of that. Who are some of those students that you also looked at, I mean, after, and you saw that they were really doing well in their various...
Yeah, I accidentally met Akosa's mate called Awiti.
Awiti?
He's from the Volta region.
Okay. Awiti
was working with the fisheries department. There was a United Nations FAO program.
Okay.
And I was then at Fishing Corporation, and I was the secretary to the board.
Okay.
A whole lot of things.
Wow.
It's a different line.
Yeah.
So when I organized the meeting, and so I decided to take part. At that time, I was heavily quarreling with the so-called MD. He was the chairman of the IMC.
Okay.
They were not performing well at all.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
They were not performing well. So I forced myself into that group.
Okay.
And I met Awiti, but I couldn't identify him to start with. Now, the first day, the lectures went on. The second day, the lecture from the Caribbean, for the Caribbeans. He came in and he wanted to know of how we got his lecture the previous day.
Okay.
And he asked some simple question. And it was a terrible thing.
Okay.
Nobody was coming up. Then I raised my hand, said, yes, my friend. You know, the answer was toxins.
Okay.
Then the man shouted, "That is it!" Hey. Now, at the same meeting, there was a Mante marketing manager. I could have been the market. I should have been the marketing manager. But he jumped over me. He said, no problem. Because I was warned that if I protest, I'll be sacked.
Okay.
So I kept quiet. He attended that meeting. As soon as we completed that day, with my answering of the question, he never stepped there again. Because he couldn't understand what was happening.
Yeah, seen his level.
Now, after answering, I turned my head and I saw Awiti talking to his friend. You know, and hideously pointing fingers at me.
See, that's my teacher.
That is my teacher.
But tell us, what are some of your fondest memories of students' activities on campus? You know, students, some of the stories that you think you would not forget.
You see, I didn't have much contact with the students. Even being a housemaster, I never. Twice I attended the house meeting with the even house 4. As for house 8, I didn't step there at all.
Okay.
And things went on smoothly in my house, both in house 8 and then house 4.
Okay.
I think they had a lot of regard for me, so I didn't have much problem in handling them. And I had very nice leaders.
Okay.
House prefect, yes. They were very good. They were very, very good.
Do you recall some of them?
Yes. House prefect. Oh, but I remember the senior boys in the house.
Okay.
Collison
Collison
was one, yes. Okay. Collison. I was very impersonal. Yes. Okay. I weighed everybody. You know, I'm very, very, very impersonal.
So, clearly, Mr. Nunoo, you have been a part of the making of giants, and I mean the stories. Everything you've told us today clearly points to that. Would just like to get a grasp or a snapshot, no matter how deep you want to go, with some of the students who have became outstanding personalities, at least serving their country, because that's also one of the reasons why we are doing this. So I'll just go by the names, and then as much as you recall about them, you tell us. Okay. We'll start with Enoch Herman, Giant Enoch Herman. He became the director, the Ministry of Education once.
Governor was a very short and plumpy
boy,
who was in Form 1 or Form 2. And he was always playing football. So I made an announcement at the assembly hall that when anybody saw Governor playing football, he should report him to me.
Really? Did they
so I was very much interested in Governor because of the way he carried himself, at this.
But did they report him to you?
No,
After that
nobody. He went about with an aristocratic pomposity.
Okay. He believed in himself.
Oh, yes. Wow. And he was a good footballer too.
Okay. Did he play in the school team?
No.
Okay.
That was too short.
Okay, then Ajiman Bedu
Akusa. He was from Prempeh. He did his O-levels at Prempeh and then joined the A-level at GSTS. So I taught him at lower 6 and upper 6.
Okay.
He was one of my brilliant students. He and Anan, this Awiti,
okay,
and Wasiao. I don't know where he is now. There were 12 of them.
Okay.
But Anan, I heard he was a lecturer in zoology at the Furabe College, Sierra Leone. But Akusa, I met during the centenary anniversary. He looked at me. It took him some time before he recognized me. But as soon as he recognized me, he embraced me.
That's as far as 2009.
Yes.
Wow.
Good.
Wow.
And something happened with Akusa and my first daughter.
Okay.
who worked with the National Health,
Okay.
called AC. She's now she's now in the US.
Okay.
He saw Professor Kosa at National Health. Then said, "Good morning, sir." I said, "Good morning. Prof, my father says he taught you at GSTS." Then he asked, "Who's your father?" Said, "You used to call him Spyro.
Spyro.
Mr. Nunoo."
Spyro.
Said, "What?" You know, of course, that's the action, the way, and embraced it.
Wow.
Said, "What?" Oh, your father has made me what I am.
Spyro.
Yes, Spyro
That's a beautiful story.
was a very strong name.
Wow, that's a beautiful
Very
story.
strong name.
The man we have come to know as Wing Commander Kakrebisi.
Kakrebisi.
Yeah.
Kakrebisi was a perfect gentleman.
Wow.
Very cool, very quiet, and I wasn't expecting him to be with the army at all. So when I heard he had joined the army and was with the Air Force, I had my my reservations, but he has been very successful. Yeah. He was there with other mates. Annan. There was one Annan.
Is that Annan different from the Akosa Annan? Or is it the same Annan?
No, the one with Akosa is Ebenezer Annan.
Okay.
But this other Annan at the Air Force, I can't remember the initials. Yes.
Okay. Then the lady there is Kwashi.
Kwasi, I didn't know him, but he was a very good friend of my late brother. I don't know how he picked my brother to be his friend.
Interesting.
Then,
is it your brother, the one who was a student when you were teaching?
yes,
okay.
that boy.
Okay.
The police boy. He was always teasing me at home when our mother and father were alive.
Okay.
With him, and he passed on at a very young age, at 35, in London. We brought his body to Ghana for a burial at Awudome.
But he was friends with is it Kwashi?
Yeah, he was a very good friend of Kwashi. So it was through him, my brother, that I could identify Kwashi.
Okay, so you didn't know Kwashi back in school, but it was
outside the school.
Okay. Okay. But was another former CDS Fedu? Was it chance Fedu?
I can't remember this.
Okay. Then there's a mention of a name. One Wotochi.
Wotochi, yes. Wotochi was bullying these younger ones, so I became troubled. I was very worried because I didn't like worrying students at all. If you are good at academics, fine. But worrying other students. Now look at how I handled the household light problem.
Yes. You like to dialogue
and to
consensus building.
Sort them out, to help them to any activity that will impair their learning habit or progress. No. So I made an announcement at the assembly hall that who is Wotochi? I shouted. Nobody got up. Okay, now you all tell Wotochi that he should see me at my flat. Now the thing went off. I never saw Wotochi.
But what was the report you had received about Wotochi?
No, I didn't receive any report again.
The report that got you to do that announcement for Wotochi to come and see you.
I got the report that he was bullying the smaller boys. Yes, he was and it didn't come from one source.
Okay.
From 3 or 4 other sources.
And the group he was bullying, do you know anybody from
that?
No.
No.
Okay. It would have been interesting to get
exactly. Okay. You know, my brother also took it up and was teasing me in the house that Wotochi the wanted man. Wotochi the wanted man.
It would actually be it's an interesting thing to see that your brother, who is your student technically, will come to the house and he would, have fun with some of these things. It would be an interesting
because his father and mother would be there.
Yes. They would not really understand why he would. It would be an interesting thing to see. And then there's Giant George Otu.
George Otu. Yes, George Otu's brother.
Okay.
He was with I think the Air Force as a junior rank, but very active.
Okay.
Now, he got married to my last sister.
Wow.
It's called Faustina.
Okay.
Yeah, but Faustina passed on.
Fortunately.
But his George Otu's brother is still there.
Okay.
Yeah, he got married to another woman.
Okay.
But he had one child called Niai,
Okay.
who is around.
Wow.
Very, very helpful boy.
Wow.
Good.
Wow. Okay, then there's Dr. Amwakun.
I
You call
can't
him
remember
Amwakun.
that.
Okay.
Amwakun.
Talked about, how about Ofebe Queen?
No.
Okay. We've talked about Kobna. How about Apia Kran?
No.
Okay.
You know, my problem is that I was at the school for only 5 years.
Yes.
And I was so pegged on my academic
The results.
results and how to equip the laboratory to. And again, there's something else here. When I was equipping the laboratory, I was traveling to Accra and to Tema
Okay.
to buy chemicals with a chemical.
Okay.
And yes, and buying axes, hydrochloric acid, nitric acid, that sort of thing. So I wasn't at the weekends. I wasn't at school. Now, the times that I was at school, I took the students to on an excursion to a rocky beach.
Okay.
At Esipon.
Okay.
In fact, at the university, I specialize in marine ecology. So I went there with them, and they gave me very interesting results.
Oh, okay.
One time they brought a certain animal. It looks like a snail. You know, a snail.
Yes, please.
But it had eight divided cover.
Okay.
Yeah, the shell.
Yeah.
8 shells. Yes, that the inner part was uniform.
Wow.
I had read that, especially at the university, in books, but I never saw a specimen till they brought it to me.
They brought it. Wow.
They also brought a seahorse. It's a crustacean. Sorry, I used the term.
Yeah.
It's a crustacean, but it looks like a horse.
Yes.
The average size is about that. And they asked a lot of questions, and I liked it very much.
Okay, so we have here, he became Professor Yao Yeboah.
I can't make him out.
Okay. How about Albert Aye Ojiri?
Ojiri,
Yeah.
that's the boy.
Okay, the Ojiri you mentioned earlier.
Yes. Ojiri. He charged me for giving him 60%.
Yes, the 60% Ojiri.
That's
the one who
that's
drew
the one.
very well.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But he was good.
Yeah.
But since I was using a marking scheme, I couldn't. And I don't look at names. Yes. I just go back. So that was his standard. It was not bad.
Okay. He became a president of the Ghana Institute of Engineering, but he was one of the presidents of the Ghana Institute of Engineering.
Okay,
yes.
Okay, yes. Ojiri.
So how about Jonathan Abrokwa?
No, I can't remember.
Jerome Antonio?
No.
How about Edmond Kwejo Osai?
No.
Osai. That even reminds me, earlier you mentioned that one Reverend Osai, they wanted you to go to the Presec.
Yes.
I'm curious, you know, these days Presec is like, people talk about Presec everywhere. Was it like that those times?
No, Presec was a prestigious school.
Okay.
Yes, it was a prestigious school. But the Director General assured me my bungalow will be ready in a 1.5 months' time. That I should put in an application for car loan, and then a lot of attractives. But
you were not
the
ready
way
to go back
I was treated, I had a shock. Okay. Now that is the result of me doing my possible best to get my students the good result.
Yeah.
So I assure them that once you attend my class, examination is just a walkthrough, how to walk in, and you don't have any cause to fail.
Yeah.
Once, because of my approach, I went through the whole syllabus, and then rearranged them and made sure that by the end of the second term of the examination class, you would have completed the syllabus.
Okay. How about Joseph and Edinkra?
No.
Okay. Anderson Garuba. Garuba. How about Dan Frimpong?
No.
Okay. George Amamu.
Yes. George Amumu was a military man.
Yes.
He was my cousin, you know.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you had a brother and a cousin. Were they in school around the same time?
George
Your
Amumu.
brother, yes, your brother
Yes,
and Amamu.
yes, at the same time.
So you had a brother and a cousin.
And a cousin, yes.
Interesting.
Amamu, because I had a lot of relations called Amamu.
Okay.
That's how I got to know,
To know
him.
him. Oh, okay.
Amamu, it's good he went to the army. He was one of the military cadets.
Yes. Oh, he was one of the military cadets who came.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He was one of the
Okay.
military. Hey,
Okay.
Amamu. He was a tough guy. Amamu.
As in his stature.
And a no-nonsense guy.
Okay.
No wonder he was in the army.
Okay. How about Robert Winfo?
No.
Okay. Emmanuel Ochere.
Yes, Emmanuel Ochere was a good gentleman. No wonder he became the Ashanti Regional Minister.
Okay.
And
yeah.
his niece got married to my nephew.
Okay.
Emmanuel Ochere.
Okay. That's interesting.
Now, something very interesting happened. You know, when we went in for the to take his niece for marriage to my nephew, he came in late. So I was asking them, why are we waiting? So we are waiting for general. We are waiting. Then Emmanuel Ochere happened to appear.
The general
As soon as he saw me, yes, sir.
Wow.
Say, so you are the general. Oh, anyway, nice meeting you.
Yes.
Ochere was a good gentleman. No wonder he rose very fast in the army. But there was one boy who headed the military academy, a northerner.
Okay.
His name was very attractive. So, and when the military cadets were on parade, these boys would be mentioning, it's a tall, lanky boy, mentioning his name. He was the head of the military academy.
Okay.
So these boys were mentioning his name. And as soon as he smiled, then there was a problem for him. He was doubled.
Oh, okay.
But
so they intentionally did that to put him in trouble.
He was a good gentleman. Yes. He was a very good gentleman. And he was very popular with the entire school.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Oh, was it the popularity? Was it because of his
name?
Nature? Okay, the name.
It's the name and how he comported himself around. Yes.
How about Charles Mankata?
Yeah, Mankata too was amongst the military cadets.
Okay.
Yeah, Mankata
Okay.
was among the military cadets.
Okay.
Yes.
And how was he as a student?
Oh, you see, these military boys, they were all good. You know, I had to travel with them for an excursion. And whenever I gave them time, say, we'll take off at 10 o'clock. By 5 or 10 minutes to time, they will all be seated in the car waiting.
Wow.
So I had to wait 10 o'clock, then the car moves.
That's some good
They
order.
all did very, very well with me.
Okay.
We went to Ashanti region, Eastern, Brown Hafo region,
Okay.
and then the North.
On that trip?
On that trip.
Oh, okay.
It was a long
What
one.
was the trip for?
Just for a holiday. Yes, holiday to learn about Ghana.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
I had a similar one with the general students. Now we took off from here from Takrady, and we went to Kumasi. We passed through Bamboy, Techiman, Bamboy, to Bole,
Wow.
to Saula, Laura, and then across to move to Bolga. Then we continued to Boko.
Wow. Was it something especially organized?
No, yes, it was specially organized.
Okay.
Now, this one was organized by a white BSO, a British boy.
Okay.
I've forgotten his name. But just as they were about to take off, then he was called by the British Council for reassignment in Britain. So I was the most I was most utilizable teacher. So they gave me the assignment.
So is it a student who paid for this trip, or it was funded?
No, they paid for
the student.
Let me see. No, I think the school the school funded it.
The school funded the trip.
The school
for
funded
every student or for some selected
students.
Wow.
Actually, what has happened was it was getting to the end of term. So the school more or less funded it, and on our route, when we got to any town that was near the students'
their homes.
hometown,
Yeah.
then they drop off.
Oh, okay.
And we will continue.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
It was very interesting.
Interesting.
Yes. We went as far as to Boko, Pusiga, and to Polimako. Polimako was the last end. It was more or less a border town between Ghana and Togo. Most of the northerners, they don't even know that.
Wow. A little curiosity though, why was the school interested in something like that for the students?
It's good. It's good. In other words, it builds the younger ones to have good interaction with one another. I know your town, that sort of thing. Yes, it brought harmony.
Wow. That is
Tahiru. Now I remember.
The guy is Tahiru.
The name is Tahiru.
Okay.
So these students will be shouting,
Tahiru.
Tahiru. And he got into a problem. That's it.
Okay.
Tahiru.
Wow. Okay, how about Karl Mode?
Karl
Mode. Okay. How about Hayford Nana Achampon?
No.
Okay. GK Ajay?
No.
JK Nkrumah?
No.
There's one Brigadier General Mend.
No.
Okay. Matthew Essien.
Akins.
Essien.
Yes. No. But we had a teacher, Essien.
Okay.
Who was a physics teacher.
Okay.
Yeah, he became a regional education officer attached to the Ministry of Education. He was my personal friend.
Okay.
He was amongst the inspectors who came to approve our laboratory.
Oh, okay.
I was very nice with him, very, very close with him.
Okay. Then we have
but
here.
he's passed on.
Oh,
yes.
okay. Then we've talked about the former chief of defense, Matthew Kwashi.
Matthew Kwashi was my brother's friend.
Yes,
so
brother's friend.
They had a party, the military group. They had a party of their year group at the military academy. So the nurses who were there with them even joined the party.
Okay.
And it was financed by one of the old students, and I think one of them who jumped out of their ranks.
Okay.
He has a hotel on the.
Okay, so he retired.
He retired. Okay. Yes, he went on retirement, and he financed the whole thing. He had a hotel on the after Medina.
After Medina.
After Medina.
After Medina.
So it was very interesting.
Okay. Then the man you mentioned, Mohammed Muniru Tahiru.
Tahiru, that's the guy. Yes. I met him at a wedding.
Okay.
And of my daughter who just passed.
Okay.
And he even gave me his card.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Tahiru. Oh,
okay.
when he saw me, I was touched. He could have been the CDS. Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
But he missed it.
He was there. And so
Tahiru.
he was
Hey, he was the student's favorite.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow.
Every time. Tahiru. Oh, God.
Okay.
And he was in trouble.
Oh, yes, like you mentioned. How about Eddie Akapo?
Akapo, I remember the name, but
Not
not very.
okay. Then Thaddeus Olsen.
The name again.
Thaddeus Olsen.
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 Olsen was an A-level student.
Okay.
Now he joined. He is from the civilian side,
Okay.
and he joined the class of the military cadets. Olsen. I think he became a doctor also.
Yes. He
Aha.
was the head of department for psychiatry and behavioral medicine.
Very
at
good.
the University
Olsen.
of Alabama.
Yes. I'm very happy. I've got the name.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Olsen. He was good. Yes. But it was not. He was not in my class.
Okay.
It was in Usu and Sons class.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about. I want to talk about Akose's group.
Okay.
Now, my syllabus showed that the lower six, they started with the collection of insects
Okay.
on the park with some nets.
Okay.
So when I told them about the schedule or what we were going to do, that was the second or the third lesson. They were grumbling that, oh, but this is for Form 1 boys. I was disappointed. Said, you wait and see. So we went anyway under duress, I will say. And I made some nets. So they were holding them. They picked they scooped on the top of the grass, and then they got a lot of insects. We went back into the laboratory. We put them into chloroform. Put them to chloroform, and then we opened it up and we were sorting them out. Now the idea was to pick out those animals who fed on other animals, and those animals insects that fed on grass.
Okay.
So we did what we call food chain, but the food chain was not actually a food chain; it was a food web.
Okay. Food
Now, after that, then I said
why
why. I explained to them why we did the collection. Now you see a food web. You see a food chain. So every life is a food web. Good. So energy. We are going to talk about energy transfer. We were shocked. So you see, this animal feeds on this other one, and this one feeds on that. So you have primary producer, the plant, primary consumer, secondary consumer, tertiary consumer. So what happens along the line with energy transfer? Then they got alarmed. Fine. Okay. So we had an experiment. I won't go into details. But you choose a meat. You choose a chunk of meat. You weigh it and you bait it with flies. They will lay eggs. Small. You won't see it.
Okay.
But and you cover it up. After some time, say 9 days, the maggots grow very, very big. But we don't go into their pupa stage. Then you pick out the maggots and weigh them separately. That is the easiest way to pick it. So when you weigh it, see the first weight and the second weight, when you add the maggots, should be equal. But then there's a shortfall, a big shortfall. So I gave them the first biologist who made a statement on this issue. He said it was, I remember the name, Rabinowitz.
Okay.
Rabinowitz. He said, nature levies a huge tax every time energy is transferred from one level to another. Then I'll give you a very simple one analogy with our bodies.
Okay.
The food that we eat. You see, the waste is passed out. What enters into the blood is used by the body. What enters into the blood is used by the body, and it's only 1/3 of what enters that is used. That is retained in the body.
The body. Majority of it goes out.
Respiration, building of the worn-out parts and whatnot. So nature levies a huge tax each time energy is transferred from one energy level to another. So the energy level was a major issue. Why energy level? Have primary producers, primary consumers, and that sort of thing. So they were marveled. Now, I've made this one very, very simple. But when you get into it, it's not difficult to understand. But at that level, it was very hard for them. That's one of the teaching moments that intrigued me. And that new syllabus, in fact, it was very difficult for the A-level teachers to really understand, much more to teach it.
The one you were a part of putting together?
Yes, because I had the opportunity of attending that seminar. Then, so we made a compilation and then distributed, but it still was difficult. Iwa, the professor at Legon, professor of zoology, who initiated this new syllabus called Professor Iwa. I'm happy I remembered the name. But it was good. Yeah, it exposed the students to realities of life. Yes, realities of life.
The first time you went to GSTS, you were a student. It was very brief.
Yes, you mentioned for the exams.
Yes, for the exams.
I spent only 3 hours there.
But now you come as a teacher. You've worked in various species and other things. When we are talking about the ecosystem that was around the school at the time, or even in the school at the time, how did you see it?
Yeah, it's very interesting. You see, I evaluated the school, the size of the school, the student body, and it was a very small school. I don't know where it has reached now, but each class consisted of not more than 33 students, and you have 3 classes in each form. So if you get 5 years, we did the 5-year O-level and 2 years A-level. That is the main course. So from Form 1 to Form 5, let us say or assume that they are all 30. So say 100 per class. So 500. Then lower 6 and then upper 6. It's very, very easy to at least make a
map your way around things.
Okay, casual count of the student population. And they had the facilities all around them with a big park in the middle. By now, I'm very sure the tennis court is out.
It's still there.
It's still there.
Yeah, much
I was going to ask this question. Is the well still there?
The well.
The well. When the whole Takoradi was had
out of
water shortage, that well.
Where was the well located?
In front of, between the tennis court and the old administration.
Oh, okay, still there. It's
still there.
And it was a well.
It was a well.
Wow.
They did it during the Second World War. RAF.
Wow.
So when the whole of Takoradi had shortage of water, that became the good source of water.
Lots of history.
Yes.
Wow.
And it got to a stage when you dip in your bucket to fetch water, you see small tilapia.
Wow.
In the water.
Wow.
That means the water was alive.
Alive, yeah.
It could support
life. Wow.
Oh, I'm very happy I remembered this one.
Oh, wow.
The well.
So did you also have the royal palms around the field?
Yes. It has been there a long time.
Wow.
It has been there for a long time.
And when you are getting into the science block, the propeller, was it there?
It was.
What was the story around it at the time?
Yeah, during the Second World War, I didn't ask, but I didn't ask for the full story. But I heard it was a center for military. It was more or less a military base.
It was a military base. Yeah.
Uh-huh. So the Air Force had the propeller. The
Quick one. Do you recall the name of the place Giants Otu mentioned? The one behind the classroom, where he said they used to go to the ports.
the 39 steps.
39 steps.
Yeah.
Yes. Did you know of that place?
I did know. I went about seeing it,
Okay.
but I couldn't get near it. It was so frightful.
You didn't get near it. But the students used to go there for
No.
The
37 steps.
yes.
I never stepped there. I never stepped on even the first step.
Because some of the students used it.
That's the escape route to town.
So you knew.
Yes, I knew.
Okay.
But you see, the students were very, they explore a lot, and you shouldn't halt them or stop them from doing certain things.
Yeah.
Now, I had an advantage because of my training in education. Education was very good training because I had not taught before.
Okay.
Now, it was only after the university. So I did a Bachelor of Science and Education.
Okay.
Education had a lot of branches. Psychology, went to sociology, statistics, mental measurement, philosophy, child development. So many things. So it builds you up. You understand the human body, you understand the human behavior, and you understand the interaction between humans. There was one topic in education that interested me a lot. That is Piaget's cognitive theory. Piaget is a French name.
Piaget.
Piaget.
Okay.
Piaget
Cognitive theory.
Okay. The theory of understanding.
Okay.
You learn, you know, and you understand. That's cognitive or cognition.
That's beautiful.
It's just one example.
That's beautiful. Then did you know of, so that we've talked about nice, did you know of any of the areas where it was student based but they thought teachers didn't know?
No, I wouldn't.
Okay.
I wouldn't. But they had the open option of passing through the main gate by the assistance of the gatemen. Why do you have to go and
nice steps.
Go on the 39 steps? But if you fall, that place is a forest area.
Yeah.
And there were monkeys.
Yes.
These monkeys were wild.
Oh, okay.
So if you play with them, you get a good treat. So it was dangerous.
Okay. Is Takrady your home or the western region?
I come from the central region.
Oh, okay.
Specifically Utuam.
Oh, okay.
And
Utuam.
After Millstown.
Yes.
But I was born and bred at Apam.
Okay.
Where I started school.
And which secondary school did you attend?
Apam Secondary.
Apam Secondary. Then before you came to Fijai?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
For the sixth form, because Apam Secondary
They did not
not offer the science A levels.
Okay.
So I had to come to Fijai.
Mm.
But I don't know whether I had a big heart or a small heart, but I had the affinity for GSTS.
That's beautiful.
Yes. They even gave me, the old boys, they gave me some cloth with GSTS imprint.
Okay.
It's in my box.
Oh, wow.
I sold it up, but
Wow.
I have decided to keep it.
Wow.
Yes.
They
I think they liked me and my style of approach and everything.
So, I mean, a lot of students would watch this interview.
Oh, fine.
Looking at the kind of student you went to meet in GSTS, how would you say students of today must emulate that sort of student character in their learning?
Yeah, you see, The students had a very good culture, and they had a culture of learning and the culture of competition,
Okay.
healthy competition
Okay.
amongst the houses. So the seniors are more or less, the seniors would be supervising the juniors and make them to learn. So if you are playful, they have a problem with you.
You need to maintain
You
the
got to
standards
maintain
the house
the
has
standards.
set.
And this has culminated into the upliftment of GSTS as at now.
Yeah.
Yes. So my little contribution, I think, effectively helped the students and the whole school.
So GSTS did the typical technical education.
Yes,
Later mixed it with the secondary education.
That's it.
How did you say that's added to the students, their build and the kind of knowledge that they come out of school with?
Yeah, it was marvelous. It was good. You know, one of the technical teachers was my close associate, Mr. Quinu.
Okay.
And according to him, he brought a spoon that the Form 1 boys designed when they were given flat plate, flat sheets, metal sheets. It was, I think, very near the Sheffield one.
Sheffield one.
Sheffield one.
Which was
the spoon?
Okay.
Ordinary spoon. The created by or made by the Form 1 boys.
Yeah.
I don't know how they made it, but it was a marvel. It was wonderful. You see, so I reckon that the technical teachers were very good. Of course, I wanted to learn how to use the lathe machine.
Okay.
So Mr. Wachi, one of the technical teachers, gave me a piece of metal to detect if there was anything wrong with the metal. Said before I will be before I'm admitted to the technical division or metal work, I should be able to do that. I looked at it keenly and perfectly. I couldn't see anything wrong with it. So I told Mr. Ochi, there's nothing wrong with this one. Then he came in, look at a gap in between here. Now, you didn't see, so we cannot train you. He put me off completely.
He didn't train you?
I didn't see it. Oh. Now, it's just like identifying amoeba. If you don't have the trained eye,
you can't.
You will never see it. Because it's just like the pin, office pin, the head.
Wow. Very small.
So, and it's ash in color. When even it's on a white sheet, it's difficult to see.
Wow.
And one thing too I want to add, when I started the department, the regional science center, headed by a white man, helped us a lot. He gave us about 12 microscopes.
Wow.
But these 12 microscopes, Ministry of Education, they had kept it for a long time. So most of the lenses were not good enough. I did my best by applying is it benzene or benzoate to clean clean the lenses. It didn't work well, but it was something to at least to be fidgeting with, to acclimatize with the handling of a microscope. Exactly. And he gave us other things. Yes, that was very encouraging.
That's nice. And how about the mix of academic work and extracurricular activities?
Yeah, GSTS had lived for a long time, so they really had their traditions. And if you enter first, you have to just take your time and learn about the school before you can get acclimatized with their with their way of life.
Yeah.
Yes, and I think I fitted in. With the technical side, the students were highly interested, and a lot of them, after GSTS, went to Takoradi Polytechnic.
Okay.
Now Takoradi Technical University.
Yeah.
So it will be good for them. You see, the professor of zoology, Professor Iwa, who did that new syllabus to A-levels, said that Ghana needed middle level technical scientists.
Okay.
That is why he brought it down as an example of how to change from the old system to a new system, which was practical in practical in orientation. You see, or practicable, more useful.
Practical based.
Yeah, more useful to the society.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think other departments could have taken cue of the idea to bring it in, especially where we have technical and then the usual science. And then again, GSTS had the advantage of putting in the arts subjects like geography, history, French, economics. You see, and you know, after my time, Olsen and whatnot, after my time, you see that a lot of the students went into medical field. And that is GSTS for you.
You mentioned the debaters club. You mentioned the history club.
Yes.
You mentioned a number of them. Were there other clubs as well?
It's unfortunate that we didn't have a science club.
Okay.
It's unfortunate because it's at the science club that you really learn practically the mechanism of as being a biologist, the mechanisms of life at work. I'll give you an example. You said you are a biologist, are you?
No, I'm not.
Okay, no problem. I'll give you an example. At a practical lesson, my students had 4 groups, 3 in one group because there were 12. Now, we were doing digestion, and the first group came in and they started doing. What happens is that they mix albumin of the egg with papain. Papain digesting material. Digesting material from the papain leaf. The pawpaw leaf. You mix the two and you start testing for the presence of protein. So then you time it. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, when you time it, then you get the time taken for the protein to be digested. Because when you test it, there's protein. The protein phase and then off. Now, the first group started it. Now, I had one Benson burner. Biological science department had only one Benson burner, borrowed from I think chemistry department. So the second group, the Benson burner was very near the second group, and they also came in and then started. But although the first group started it first, the second group got results earlier than the first group.
Wow.
But they didn't appreciate it. So I asked them, why is it so? The second group. So I said, do you know the atmospheric temperature, the body temperature is higher than the atmospheric temperature.
Okay.
So the body has got more heat than the atmospheric temperature. Now, you see that the light, the Bunsen burner is here. What is the effect of Bunsen burner? Say it would increase the temperature. Say, fine. So temperature is a factor of digestion. You must increase the temperature to get the right direction, the right temperature for digestion to take place. And this is exactly what has happened.
Oh.
That is why they got the result earlier, faster than this. And there are other factors. Go and read about the other factors. I am very glad, inspired, and I want to encourage the past students to, as you are doing, bring your attention to the school to encourage the young ones to build up, because the culture is good, the tradition is perfect, the atmosphere is very conducive for student uplifting or upliftment.
Yeah.
So I would encourage the administration to do all they can to sustain and to maintain all these attributes to the students, especially the young ones. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
You have
Thank
truly
you.
made giants. And, I mean, you might call it little years, but I was not there. But,
Okay.
you know, after everything, you see that it was really, really impactful.
Thank you. Thank
That was
you.
really impactful. And
Thank
the love
you.
you have for our school
Thank
is
you.
beyond some of us.
Thank you. Thank you.
It is very, very beautiful. We are so grateful for the
Oh,
time you've had for us
I thank you.
today, for the insights you have shared. In fact, it was also a biology lecture for
Yeah.
me, and I loved it.
Oh, really?
I wish I could have sat in your class.
Oh, God.
Thank you so much.
You would have enjoyed
Mr.
it.
Yes. Thank you so much, Mr. Franklin.
Thank you.
We are
Thank
grateful.
you.
The entirety of
Thank you.
GSTS Alumni Association is very grateful
Thank you
for
very
the
much.
many impacts you've made, even after GSTS.
Yeah.
We are really grateful for the insight shared. And we say God bless you.
Amen.
And it's more improvement in all of your endeavors.
Hallelujah.
We are grateful.
Good. Good. We thank God
Yeah.
that He has been, He has brought us this far to be in a position to share our experiences
Very beautiful.
and to encourage the school that they have done very, very well. And they must keep the standard and the spirit up, especially the spirit.
Yeah.
Yes, the spirit up.
Thank you.
Yes.
Speaking to the
very much.
originator of biological sciences in
Sciences,
GSTS,
yes.
it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you.